YouTube, what's up? I wanted to see if I can do an Uber run with my Nova Sorceress using full Tal's set. In this case, I'm using an Act 5 Mercenary for support, so no Infinity either. Let's see if we can do it. So do a static first. Get him about half. And then blast Novas. So my Merc is tanking, which is good, which is what I want. I feel pretty safe since I'm not being attacked at all, but I'm not doing a whole lot of damage because I need lower resist to proc from my Mercenary. Slowly ticking away Duriel, but really need that lower res. There's lower res. So there we go. So then I start to do more damage, which is good. There we go. That was fine. Felt safe. Had to keep my Merc alive. Give him a pot.
Good afternoon.
Furnace of Pain next. Just gonna telly over. Skip everybody. Usually where Izzy is it's pretty busy, so you kind of have to clear the area. So he should be down here. Yeah. So static the whole area. Again, there's no Infinity, so just kind of have to rely on my regular damage. I am using a Sunder Charm, so I can kill all these guys. So there, my Merc. Come on, attack Izzy. So use static on Izzy to get him down, and then start doing Novas. Lower res proc, so that helps. So not the fastest, but still feeling very safe. Tal set is actually pretty good. You have, 1,200 life, over 3,000 mana, 15 damage reduction, full res, which is nice. So I need to get more rejues. Put him in my cube by accident.
I am overburdened.
It's fine, I can leave it there. And then Lilith. Usually this is to the left of the exit. And Lilith can be tricky because of poison and the room is kind of busy. So I want to just make sure that the Merc can target her. So there, I'm in the corner, so I'm protected by my Merc. So I'm not even getting touched. Lower res procced, which is nice. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. I also have cleansing, so poison wasn't too big of an issue. So now Uber Trist. We will drop the town portals because you can't use them in there anyways, and fill up on rejues. First I'll repair everything. Didn't even get hit. So you still use a lot of rejuves because you got to keep your Mercenary alive, because that's pretty key for this thing. He's faded, so maybe I'll change the armor to Fortitude for a little extra damage. I have a Fortitude. Yeah, I have an FAP here. Fortitude that I can put on since he's already faded, but so I can do a little bit more damage. But I kind of want the attack speed from Treachery, so I'm gonna put it back to Treachery.
I'll put that to good use.
Because he might lose Fade, so having the ability to get Fade again would be good. So yeah, we'll keep Treachery. All right, so first we're gonna pull Mephisto. I use Blaze just for the faster run walk, just to be able to run around. Oops. Teleported the wrong way. So just going to drag Mephisto out. And again, this is not going for like any sort of speed run or records. It's just kind of doing it to make sure that it's like the easiest you can do it. So just want to make sure that the area is clear. Nova is good for clearing a radius, obviously, because of how Nova works. So for this, just got to make sure that my Merc attacks Mephisto. I've already used static. Again, maxed out on energy shield, magic damage reduction, and I'm feeling pretty safe with those lightning bolts. Full res on lightning as well. So yeah, pretty much just have to keep the Merc alive. Lower res proc. And again, because Mephisto is inherently lightning immune, you're doing not very much damage versus him when you're using lightning. So that's why it took a while for Nova. So definitely had to use a bunch of pots there just to keep my Merc alive. But again, super safe. I didn't feel like I was in very much danger at all. I wasn't even getting hit. It was just the little charge bolts that were hitting me. And again, energy shield, magic damage reduction does very well against those. So he still faded, which is good. So now we'll do Baal. Baal is going to be trickier for me, just because he likes to target the sorceress and do a lot of mana burn. So static, and then try and get the area clear in the mercenary to target Baal, so that he can slow Baal down. So I just got to keep an eye on my mana. My mana keeps going pretty low, but health pool doesn't even get touched, really. So it's basically all mana here. Lower res proc. Come on, Merc. There we go. And then Diablo. So static Diablo. If you get really close to Diablo, his lightning hose doesn't do any damage. It just goes right over you. So being right close to Diablo is better. So Diablo's slowed. This one I'm just kind of using pots on myself as well as my Merc just to keep him alive. He's almost dead. So again, feeling pretty safe about that. That was pretty smooth. So my Merc stayed alive the entire time. Didn't really feel like that much of an issue. And for myself, I didn't really feel like I was in much danger, and it wasn't very hectic. I did use a lot of pots, but that's pretty easy to come by. So yeah, we'll pick up the torch. Just get some health pots just in case, but we'll go in and get the torch and ID it. There's still some guys in here. So pick up the torch. And ID it real quick.
Good to see you.
And it's a barb torch, of course. 1420. Not even good. So yeah, not a great torch. So we'll put that one back on. And then I'll show you the gear that we are rocking here. So full towel set. I have a facet in here for -5 +3. So the important piece was the -5. So this one is a -4 +5. Towels Ami. 35 faster cast rate spirit. Silkweave boots. Stone of Jordan. Towels belt. Stone of Jordan. -4 facet in there. And then Mage Fist. On swap, we have 262 CTA and another Spirit. Crack of the Heavens. And then all lightning skillers with random amounts of life on them. So all life. And then there's one here at the end that has faster hit recovery. And then, oh, I thought I put these on. So all of these are 7 MF charms. I didn't even bother swapping out my small charms. So I guess I could have had better small charms here and had like extra mana or life, 2020 Annie, and a 1919 torch. Just enough strength to wear the Monarch, and then everything else into energy. Full resistances, and 3000 defense. All right, so for the helm, we have a Blackhorn's Face for the 20% slow target and the 20 lightning absorb. I put a facet in here with enhanced damage and lightning res to give him 45 light res, so he'll have full light res after conviction. Using Treachery with low defense so that it would proc fade and proc lower resist more often. And then Plague. Plague for the +2 skills, increased attack speed, and the chance of open wounds, which is important here. And then the chance to cast lower res. Very important here. It's in a Crystal Sword base because I used it on an Act 3 Merc. And then Eternity for the slows target by 33%, and chance of crushing blow, which is huge, and some life leech on it. And cannot be frozen. And for the skill tree, got 1 point into frozen armor. For the lightning skills, maxed out telekinesis, 1 point into teleport, 18 points into energy shield, max out lightning mastery, 1 point into all of these, and then max out static field, max out nova, and then 1 point into thunderstorm. And then for fire skills, 4 points into warmth, and then I put a couple points here so that I could get into blaze. And yeah, that's it. So we did it. Full Ubers using full tile set, no infinity, Act 5 mercenary. So yeah, that's it. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to do so below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.